I think we already see the impact of the WNBA and then the impact that women's sports is having around the world, and why I believe we were able to get to the space where we got.
From in your closets, because you'll soon get a chance to buy Caitlin Clark shoes. According to the Wall Street Journal, the former Iowa Hawkeye is signing an 8-year, $28 million deal with Nike. It's the biggest known deal for a women's basketball player ever.
Caitlin Clark's meteoric rise. Wilson's bold move signals a new era in WNBA branding, with Caitlin Clark dominating on the court. It was only a matter of time before the off-court opportunities followed. One of the latest and most unexpected developments came on Monday, when Wilson Basketball dropped a second wave of customized basketball designs. In collaboration with Clark, the collection, titled Aspire, Envision, Embrace, and Oasis, is more than just eye-catching. It's a storytelling series that maps Clark's journey through her first 2 seasons in the WNBA. This move stunned the Indiana Fever organization and surprised even WNBA insiders, who thought the league had Clark securely locked into its marketing fold. But Wilson's release is just the latest sign that rival brands are aggressively stepping into the arena, all looking to harness the star power Clark brings to the sport. Clark's market value is soaring at an unprecedented pace. What started with a multi-million-dollar Adidas deal earlier this year has now escalated into a rumored 9-figure offer from Nike. Reports suggest Clark is earning nearly 10 times her WNBA salary from endorsements alone in the second half of this year. This isn't the first time Wilson and Clark have teamed up. Their initial collaboration dropped last July during her rookie campaign with the Indiana Fever. The same year she was crowned Rookie of the Year and named a WNBA All-Star starter. The quick return for a second wave only solidifies her pull in the market. Critics have debated whether Clark's rapid rise is purely talent-driven or influenced by external factors like race, but those watching her game closely know the answer. Her skill is undeniable. After a few months of adjusting to the league, she has taken her performance to another level. Since June, her scoring average has jumped from around 15 to over 20 points per game. Even more impressive, her assist numbers have skyrocketed, showing a growing confidence and chemistry with her teammates. Her shooting range starts as soon as she crosses half court, and her flashy highlight reel passes make her one of the most exciting players to watch. It's no wonder brands are lining up to work with her. Perhaps the most surprising twist? Nike, after allegedly overlooking Clark for over a year, has now come forward with an apology and a renewed interest in signing her. That's the power of Caitlin Clark, shifting narratives, breaking records, and reshaping the business of women's basketball, all before her second WNBA season is even over.
He struck absolute gold when they signed Caitlin Clark to an 8-year, $28 million endorsement deal. So why in the world are they ignoring?
In a move that raised more eyebrows than applause, Nike suddenly plastered Caitlin Clark's image across a massive banner at the Indiana Fever Arena, signaling a fresh offer or campaign reboot. But for many fans and insiders, it felt like too little too late. Before this latest push, Nike had come under fire from influencers and commentators, including Rachel Da, who publicly criticized the brand for how it handled its relationship with Clark. Da didn't hold back, stating flatly that Clark could outsell Ya Morin's signature shoe 100 times over if given the chance. Her critique tapped into a growing sentiment. Nike missed a major marketing opportunity by failing to properly elevate Clark, despite her skyrocketing popularity and generational talent. For context, Clark signed a lucrative 8-year endorsement deal with Nike before she even played her first WNBA game. Yet, despite that early commitment, critics say the company has fumbled the rollout, opting for silence while rival brands capitalized on her explosive rise. Now, with Clark's star brighter than ever and her influence on and off the court undeniable, Nike appears to be scrambling to catch up, hoping this new campaign can mend the gap and reclaim their position in what could be one of the biggest marketing stories in women's sports history.
Oh, we need to release Asia's shoe first. Well, no, it's not Caitlin's fault that you haven't done anything for Asia yet. And maybe think about, why haven't you released something for Asia yet? Is it because you're not sure how it will sell? And if that's the truth, like, that's just business. Why are we coddling these women? You wouldn't see this on the men's side. If a brand thinks they're gonna sell shoes.
Nike's Caitlin Clark dilemma: genuine support or last-minute damage control? Nike seems to be stuck in a branding tug-of-war when it comes to Caitlin Clark. Despite locking her into a massive $28 million 8-year deal before she ever stepped onto a WNBA court, the brand has been hesitant to go all in. The biggest holdup? Launching her signature shoe. While Clark's popularity has exploded and WNBA visibility is at an all-time high, Nike reportedly fears the backlash of giving a rookie her own signature sneaker special. Lie over established stars like three-time WNBA champion A'ja Wilson, who many believe has more than earned her own shoe by now. Instead, Nike chose to continue pushing the more signature line, a decision that sparked heavy criticism, particularly as Clark continues to draw massive crowds and national headlines. Many fans now expect that Caitlin Clark's first signature shoe might not hit shelves until 2026, years after her initial signing. That delay is baffling to some, considering her meteoric rise and commercial appeal. As one observer put it, imagine a brand suddenly remembering they signed a $28 million deal with arguably the most talked about player in women's basketball history. And now, in what feels more like a hasty PR band-aid than a bold brand move, Nike has slapped a giant billboard of Clark's face on the Indiana Fever Arena. The reaction from fans: confusion. Some see it as a long overdue acknowledgement, while others view it as mere damage control, a scramble to keep rival brands like Wilson from dominating the Caitlin Clark narrative. Truthfully, A'ja Wilson deserves a signature shoe. But equally true is that Nike shouldn't have sidelined Clark's marketing potential for this long. Now, the question remains, is Nike finally ready to go all in on Caitlin Clark? Or is this just a temporary stunt to quiet criticism? The ball is in Nike's court and the world is watching.
Tomé la decisión de que voy a ir a Miami. Todavía no tengo cerrado 100%, nos falta algunas cosas, pero bueno, decidimos continuar el camino.
Caitlin Clark's meteoric rise draws comparisons to Messi's game-changing MLS deal. Caitlin Clark's explosive rise in 2024 has ushered in a new era of attention for women's basketball. Her impact has been so profound that Time magazine named her the 2024 Athlete of the Year, an honor that reflects not just her performance on the court, but her ability to captivate a global audience. The level of interest surrounding the Indiana Fever star is unprecedented, drawing comparisons to one of the biggest sports stories in recent memory. Lionel Messi's move to Inter Miami in 2023 to secure the global soccer icon. The MLS club went far beyond a traditional contract. Messi was offered a staggering $150 million deal that included partial team ownership, a share of revenue from Apple's MLS season pass, and other exclusive financial incentives, an unprecedented package in American sports. Now, Clark's influence is being seen in a similar light. Her presence in the WNBA has transformed viewership, merchandise sales, and media coverage, positioning her not just as a star athlete, but as a generational figure with the power to reshape an entire league. The business world is taking notice, and many believe it's only a matter of time before brands, networks, and even the league itself begin offering incentives comparable to what Messi received. Clark isn't just playing the game, she's changing it.
Everybody loves a winner, and tonight the Atlanta Dream set the record for the biggest crowd to watch a WNBA game in Georgia history.
Pretty exciting. One of the big reasons fans flock to State Farm Arena is, of course, the Caitlin Clark effect. Fox 5's Victor Prieto reports on Caitlin Mania coming back to the ATL.
Whether it's Iowa, the Fever, or even both, the 22 Caitlin Clark jerseys were all across State Farm Arena Monday night.
I came to see Caitlin Clark tonight.
Gotta watch number 22.
I've been watching Caitlin for a couple of years, and since then I've dreamed about coming to a game.
And why is it there's so much support for Caitlin Clark?
Because she's the best. Well, I play basketball too, and
Clark's superstar status mirrors Messi's, but the reaction tells a deeper story. Caitlin Clark receiving superstar treatment should come as no surprise. Like Lionel Messi, she's made such an enormous impact on her sport that entire phenomena are being named after her. Her presence is reshaping not just games, but the culture and business of the WNBA, just as Messi did with Major League Soccer. But while Clark's rising stardom places her in the company of legends, the reaction to her latest endorsement deal tells a more complicated and troubling story. Normally, when a franchise player lands a high-profile contract or brand collaboration, fans celebrate. Massive deals are usually a cause for excitement, a sign that a team star is finally getting the recognition they deserved. However, in Clark's case, the response to her reported partnership with Wilson has been unexpectedly muted, even tense. Instead of widespread praise, online chatter reveals confusion, frustration, and in some cases, disappointment. The Indiana Fever, her teammates, and many fans seemed caught off guard by the announcement, not because it was undeserved, but because of what it might mean behind the scenes. Was the Wilson deal an unmissable opportunity that Clark had to take? Or did it signal something deeper, perhaps her independence from the league's branding machine? Or even subtle friction between Clark's individual trajectory and the team's plans? Rather than celebrating, some fans appear unsure of what the deal implies for Clark's relationship with the WNBA and the Fever. The usual excitement around a superstar signing high-value endorsements seems to have been replaced with skepticism, raising bigger questions about how ready the league and even its fans are for the kind of fame and business gravity Clark brings to the table. Her influence is undeniable, but with that influence comes a tension that few expected, especially when the star in question is reshaping the entire sport.